Welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure, where we are still on the second day of a West Samurian Trade Conference, and yeah, we have a quest to help at Crossbar Station. Here we are, Crossbar Station. One of the inspection officers here sent us a request, right? Yeah, let's see if we can find him. Inspection Officer Marlowe was transferred here from the Republican Army. Inspection Officer Quattro, on the other hand, transferred from the Imperial Army. The two don't get along, suffice it to say. I suppose it's unavoidable given Erebonia and Calvard's problematic history over the years. Yeah, you are this, right? Let's check the... Oh, are you the special support section by any chance? We are. We received your support request and came to inquire for more details. You're an inspection officer from Calvard, correct? That I am. My name is Marlowe. I was transferred here from the Republican Army. I'd like to get started right away. That is, assuming you'll accept my request. We'd be glad to lend a hand. Thank you. Allow me to bring you up to speed. It's rather simple, actually. This request only consists of one task. You'll be assisting me with conducting an inspection on a train bound for Calvard. Oh, well, there's a coincidence. An Imperial inspection officer had us lend a hand with that once, so we should be able to manage. We just have to check to see if there are any suspicious people or items on board, right? Precisely. Your experience in the matter will make this much easier. Keep in mind that security is currently much stricter across the city in light of a trade conference. Not only is our inspection process more rigorous than usual, we are also expected to cooperate with the police department. We simply don't have enough inspectors to handle the increased workload right now, hence my request. The next train to Calvard is now arriving at platform 1. Please watch your step as you make your way to the platform. That's our train. I'll give you all the details once we're on the platform. Wow, look at that! The Eisengraph? The Eisengraph. It's the Eisengraph, a train used exclusively by the Imperial government. Its regal design is almost a symbol of the Empire in and of itself. There's certainly something very Imperial about it. Well, a blood and iron chancellor did arrive on that circus on rails. That cocky bastard sure loves to stand out. It's damn impressive, I give it that. I'm willing to bet they didn't spare a single mirror building it either. Yes, and its appearance is far from its only impressive aspect. I hear that the Eisengraph is also the fastest orbital train in existence. That claim is still unverified, however, as its exact specifications have yet to be publicly disclosed. That's still pretty impressive. I wouldn't expect any less from a nation with a railway infrastructure as robust as Erebonia's. No one else on the continent can match them in that respect. That much is clear. The Empire is in a league of its own in more fields than one. Ahem. If you're quite finished, I would like to explain the details of the request. Sorry, we didn't mean to get distracted. Please continue. Thank you. As I mentioned before, I would like your assistance with our inspection duties. Some of you will be examining all the passengers' entry applications and luggage. The rest will participate in a safety inspection of the train itself. What does a safety inspection entail exactly? You'll be assisting me directly. I'll be providing a set of instructions to follow for a series of checks. Oh, I see there's 6 of you in total. We'll have you form 3 pairs then. 2 to inspect the cabins, and 1 to act as my helpers. Pairs? I think I remember working individually last time. Yes, that's the way it went when we assisted with an inspection earlier this year. Oh, that's right, you've done this before. Typically 1 person would be enough, yes. This time around, however, we will need to be more thorough. The conference calls for stricter inspections, hence why you'll be doubling up. I see, that makes sense. I'll let you decide how to divide yourselves up. Though if you're having trouble, you could always resort to rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors? That's right. Strictly speaking, there's no need to put too much thought into these teams. The sooner we start, the sooner we finish, which I'm sure would be in both our best interests. Well, in that case, I don't have any objections. What about you guys? It sounds like a good time to me, so why not? How shall we decide who plays whom? I have a suggestion, actually. Everyone goes simultaneously, and if two people choose the same shape, they form a pair. Then repeat the process until all of you have been paired off. You seem awfully familiar with this. More or less. We've divvied up our work like this to mix things up from time to time, back when I worked in Calvard. It's a flexible concept that stuck-up Erebonian inspectors would never use. I'm not sure I'd call that attitude very flexible either. It likely boils down to the differences in their country's cultures. Ah, potato, potato. Anyway, wanna give it a whirl? Sounds good? Alright guys, on shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Wow, it's a perfect three-way split. I guess that decides our pairs. Marzi and me, Ellie and Tio, and Wendy and Noel. This should be fun. Looks like you're all ready to go. How should we split up the work? I wouldn't mind helping out Inspector Marlowe. As a CGF guardsman, I have plenty of experience checking the freight trains that pass through Tangham Gate. Well, why didn't you say so sooner? I could certainly use the help. Now then, if you all decided, let's proceed to our posts. I want the other two teams to split up the passenger cabins. We've made the announcement already, so let everyone know you're assistant inspectors and you should be fine. Roger that. Alright, we're in charge of the last two cars. Looks like that gives us quite a few passengers to inspect. Wonderful. I guess we'll have to check them individually if we want to be thorough about it. Excuse us, we are assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? Oh ma, I hope you're doing alright. Looks like someone isn't paying attention to their surroundings. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I was spacing out, wasn't I? You're the inspection officers, right? Please go right ahead. Thank you, this should only take a few moments. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. We appreciate your cooperation. Of course, no problem at all. I'm headed for my hometown in Orward State. I hope Ma's doing alright. No one here? Excuse me, we are assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? Sure, go right ahead. Good luck with your inspection. Thanks, we'll be done in a jiff. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thanks for your cooperation. Not at all, it's only right that I let you do your jobs. Thank you, bye-bye. It was nothing. We're going to visit my parents over in Calvard. My little girl's so eager to see her grandma and grandpa. Just look at that smile. Hey, watch out, grandma and grandpa, here we come. Pardon us, we are assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? I've been waiting for you. Go right ahead, do your worst. Okay. Looks like we got a live one. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thanks for your cooperation. So, did you notice, huh? A folder full of contracts? I'm in the middle of some big negotiations right now. And these bad boys are going to make me a killing. I can't wait to get these signs sealed and delivered. Oh, how about that? I hope it goes well. So, that's what the enthusiasm was about. We just wanted to show off. If I can just close this business deal, I'll be raking the profits in no time. It can't happen soon enough. Hello, we are assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but may we see your entry papers and check your luggage? No trouble at all. Go right ahead. Okay, that should do it. Your papers and luggage all check out. There's just one thing. Oh, something wrong? We never saw a boarding pass while you were going through that baggage of yours. Why is that? You didn't see my ticket? No, that can't be. I'm absolutely positive I placed it in my bag. I can't find it. Where could it have gone? In my pocket, perhaps? It's not there either. I'm sorry, but would you mind waiting for just a moment? I know my tickets are out here someplace. I'll show you as soon as I take it out. Alright, we'll give you a minute and come back. Let's continue inspecting the others. We keep an eye on him and circle back. I think I remember what this is about. Excuse me, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but maybe see your entry papers and check your luggage? You act as if you're making a request instead of a demand. Fine, go ahead. Just try to make it quick. Right, this won't take long. Okay, your luggage and papers are all checked. Thank you for your cooperation. Your gratitude doesn't mean much when I never had a choice in the matter to begin with. Is that all? If so, do me a favor and make yourself scarce. Of course, if you excuse us. So these are the kinds of fun little interactions inspectors have, huh? How delightfully stressful. It's just as I heard, the Eisengraph is a true marvel of engineering. I can hardly contain myself. Oh, whoops. Don't want anyone seeing this. Did he start drooling just now? Pardon us, we are assistant inspectors. Can't you see I'm busy train watching? Everything you need is in that bag. Go ahead and knock yourself out. Okay then. Okay, your luggage and papers all check out. Thank you for your cooperation. How many more minutes do we have left together, my sweet? I'm not ready to say goodbye yet. Off in her own little world. Hi, we're assistant inspectors. Sorry to trouble you, but maybe see your entry papers and check your luggage? Huh? Why do we have to let you go through our stuff? Hey, knock it off. There's no need to be rude to the guy. Sorry about that, my sister can be a bit of a handful. I promise you she isn't trying to be a little brat on purpose. Who do you think you're calling a brat? Some older brother you are? I can start, right? I don't see why not. Okay, your luggage and papers are all in order. Thank you for your cooperation. It's fine. If anything, I should be apologizing for what my sister put you through. What the hell? If anyone should be apologizing here, it should be me for having a big fat idiot of a brother. Let's get back out of here. I have the most annoying little sister in the world. My brother's just dumb jerk. I have a feeling that is every pair of brother and sister. At least most I know. Good day, we're assistant inspector. His outfit. Is this man with Heyu? Can I help you? Huh? What's going on here? Wait, Shin? You're from the SSS. What are you two doing here? We are assisting with train inspections as part of a support request. Having said that, we're going to need to check your luggage and papers. So that's it. Even the mighty SSS isn't above menial drudgery like this, are they? Very well, if that's the case, then hurry up with your inspection. And done. Your papers and luggage are good to go. All done. Thanks for waiting. I'm merely cooperating because I had to. Goodbye, you two. Yeah, take care, Shin. I think that's everyone. Almost. We still have to speak with the old man who lost his boarding ticket. Shall we head to the fourth car? Right. Time to make our way back and see if... Give me back my ticket! Lloyd. Yeah, let's go. You're not fooling me. I know for a fact it was one of you two. Now, who did it? Fess up already. Excuse me, what's going on here? Oh, it's the inspector from before. You got here in time, Inspector. The old fart is accusing me of... Old fart? Why, you no good cheeky. Everyone, please calm down. Hold your horses, people. Let's all take a deep breath and sort this out one at a time. Now I get the full picture. You bought a ticket to our state that seated you in the fourth car of this train. What's more, these two gentlemen claim to have made the exact same purchase themselves. And now that the ticket has gone missing, you're accusing one of them of stealing it. Do I have that right? Yes, exactly. There's no doubt in my mind that I had that ticket on me when I walked onto the train platform. I can't have lost it between here and there. That doesn't make a lick of sense. The only reasonable explanation is that one of these two stole it. I understand why you'd think that, sir, but we can't jump to conclusions just yet. It's alright, let him believe what he wants, I say. Just a senior old man after all. How dare you, you little... That's enough. You two need to settle down and be rational about this. We're not going to get anywhere if we keep hurling insults at each other. Now then, I have a simple question to ask the two of you who do have a boarding pass. What is the purpose of your journey? Business? Pleasure? We need to know that before anything else. You want to know what we're traveling for? And what does that have to do with anything? Are you going to prove my innocence with that alone? Potentially, yes. A thief can't control the destination of a stolen ticket, so the reason for traveling may be fabricated. If that were the case, the culprit could slip up and make themselves known. So that's your game. I admit, it could be fun to see the culprit be his own downfall. That's perfect. Well then, answer the lad's questions. Oh, I will, and gladly at that. I'm a merchant. I'm on my way to broker some very, very important negotiations in Orwardstead. I have a contract right here. My client is a business in Orward known as the LoH company. So tell me, what reason would I have to steal a ticket from this doddering old fogey? Alright. What about you, sir? Well, my hometown is Orwardstead. Isn't that enough of a reason to travel there? No one's saying it isn't. That didn't help much. We won't be able to come to a conclusion at this rate. How amusing. These train goers think of the most bold-faced lies. Shin? What are you doing here? Passengers aren't supposed to move between cars during inspections. And you already finished your inspection, haven't you? I think we can let this one slide. That's not... Fine. At any rate, I only came because the scene you're causing seemed entertaining. Allow me to join in on the fun too. The fun? So, what lies were you talking about exactly? You see, let's start with a merchant here. You claimed you were in negotiation with the LoH company, yes? If that's the case, what's the nature of your contracts with them? This is nonsense. Why must I go along with the question of some child? If you must know, they involve a wholesaling of exotic vegetables and spices grown in Orward. As you know, the state is quite renowned for its agricultural sector. As for the LoH company, they are an affiliate of Heyu Trading Limited based in the Eastern Quarter. They're about as legitimate as it gets. I believe this should erase any doubts. So you say, there's indeed a LoH company in Orward, as I'm well aware. However, at present it's no more than a mere startup with no real foothold in the region. It's in no position to hold international negotiations, that much is for sure. What? How the hell would you know? A good question. I'll let him answer for me. It will be my pleasure. You, sir, have had enough of your insolence toward the young master. Listen well, you stand in the presence of a grandson of a Heyu elder, Master Shin. An elder's grandson? You must be joking. Wait, that suit you're wearing. I know I've seen it before. No, this can't be happening. Now you understand? Now come clean. What's your aim here? What are you really after? Well, Fine, have it your way. I'm sure you have fun telling the inspection officer all about it in the interrogation room. How Adius fits so much moxie into such a small boy, I never know. Yeah, he's a precautious one, that's for certain. And now it's your turn. Jin? Me? What do you want with me? Isn't he your culprit? Oh, when did I ever say that? We're not finished yet at all. You said that you're from Orward, is that right? Yeah, I'm going back to my hometown. If you are born and raised in Orward, then you shouldn't have any trouble answering me this. Aside from its agriculture, Our state is famous for its remote destinations. Not to mention its many hot springs, so tell me, which of these is a hot spring in Oward? Elmo Hot Spring? Palm Hot Spring? Or the Oward Hot Springs? Go on, answer. It's obvious, isn't it? Everyone knows about the famous Oward Hot Springs. I see. What's so funny? Do you think I'm an idiot that you could get one over on a child? The Oward Hot Spring? There's no such thing. Who would ever establish a place with such a cliché name, you fool? If you were really from our state, you would have simply answered that it was a trick question. How about I ask you another question? But honestly, I only expect you to dig your grave even further. Where are you from, really? Well... not that it's any of your business, but I'm actually Calvardian. But I live in Oward now, really. Please, you have to believe me. How do we know? What do you make of this special support section? We've established that each of them is guilty of deception. But which of them is a ticket thief? Right, let me think this over. I think a young man. I would suspect a young man. Granted, the merchant exaggerated the contract he showed us, which I do find suspicious. But while we may not know his motives, he clearly went to great lengths to fool us. Hinging all of that preparation on committing a misdemeanor wouldn't make much sense. We should also take into account that if a thief's destination isn't Oward, they could use the ticket to exit the train earlier. Which is what leads me to you. You are our culprit, aren't you? Well done, if only just barely. There's no use feigning ignorance anymore. You can't keep covering up your lies. Show some honor and confess your crimes. Please don't turn me in. What? And why wouldn't we? It's my mom. She's in a hospital in Calvard. That's why I had to go to see her. There's no other way. Oh. Well, this took a turn, didn't it? Go on, explain yourself. Okay. The truth is I'm studying to get into St. Ursula Medical College, but my family is very poor. Ma sacrificed so much that I could come to Crossbell. I've been paying my way ever since with part-time jobs. But then, out of the blue, I got a call saying that my ma suddenly collapsed and was taken to the hospital, so You wanted to visit her but didn't have a mirror for a ticket. So you stole one, isn't that right? Yes, that's true, I did it. I'm so sorry. All I want is to be there for my ma. I sympathize with your circumstances, but a theft is still a theft. And we can't overlook that. Then how about this? I'll pay for his ticket. Huh? How about that? What do you say, old-timer? If he returns the ticket to you, will you be willing to forgive and forget? Well, as long as I get the dang thing back, I have no reason to press charges. As for you? Yeah? Visiting your mother with a stolen ticket? Do you think she'd be happy knowing that you did such a thing? Well, Don't misunderstand my kindness. I may be footing a bill, but this is no gift, it's merely a loan. I won't put a hard limit on when you have to settle your debt, but believe me when I say you will do so. I understand. Thank you so much. I'll pay you back, I promise. And you better keep that promise. And with that, the matter is closed. You two, call the inspection officer over. I'll give him an explanation myself. Right. I've been informed of the situation. Good work handling that theft case. Oh no, we're just doing our job. What do you plan to do with a thief, though? Will he be punished or released? Actually, as far as we're concerned, all charges have been dropped. Really? Just like that? Indeed. The victim stated that no theft had occurred, and that he had no intention of taking legal action. According to him, the young man simply neglected to buy a ticket. It was all just an honest misunderstanding. If nobody is willing to admit that a crime took place, then there's nothing for us to investigate. This is all because of that kid. You're right, that was probably the story Shin told them to stick to. He really knows how to spin a narrative. What about the merchant, though? That man, on the other hand, is very much under arrest. It turns out his true identity is that of a counterfeit ticket broker. Counterfeits? What was he doing on the train himself then? Testing out his own product, it seems. He's bold, I give him that. How unexpected. The bottom line is you kids did stellar work today. Thank you once again for your help. You're welcome. We're glad we could make things easier for you. Don't hesitate to contact us if you ever need our assistance again. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. So long for now. Speaking of making things easier, it sounds like Shin played a major role in this. That he did. I never expected to run into that little devil when he took this job. Me neither. If anything, it reminded us of how cunning he is for his age. Yeah, imagine how big a pain in the ass he'll be when he's older. I'm starting to regret not having the chance to meet him myself. Don't worry, eldest grandson or not, he's just a cute little kid when it comes down to it. True enough. Anyway, I think we'll close the books on this one, team. Let's take a little break and hit whatever's next on the agenda. Okay, and I think I read the newspaper and the episode, and then next time we have an exploration. The West Samuria Trade Conference begins. The heads of state arrive. At 10:02 this morning, the Eisengraf, a crimson-colored train used exclusively by the Imperial government, pulled into Crossbar Station. From it, Prince Olivert and Chancellor Osborne exited onto the platform. Meanwhile, President Rocksmith's limousine drove in via East Street, and the sleek, high-speed cruiser via Sail landed at Crossbar Airport. Princess Claudia and Prince Albert then proceeded to disembark before riding a courtesy car into the city. Though not as newsworthy as those mentioned above, Senior Captain Schwartz arrived from Libel alongside the princess, causing a great stir among her fervent fans who have been waiting at the airport. Orcus Tower revealed. In a historic moment, Mayor Croix and Speaker McDowell welcomed each of the heads of state at the foot of a tower before unveiling the structure to the public. The reveal of a new City Hall building, also the venue of a trade conference, invoked roaring applause from the citizens and tourists alike. A representative of the city's PR team stated that Orcus Tower will be open to the public once the conference has concluded. Potential conference presage. During a luncheon with the newly arrived heads of state, Mayor Croix and Speaker McDowell floated a number of their proposals in an informal discussion and apprised the press in attendance of their hopes for the conference. However, rumor has it that some of the world leaders have already begun butting heads. There is a distinct possibility that the success or failure of a conference will hinge almost entirely on both the mayor and speaker's abilities to effectively negotiate and navigate the debates. And an ad. Imperial Fishing Club seeks worthy additions. Dear aspiring anglers of Crossbell, have you ambitions of fishing alongside the best of the best? If so, come visit our office on East Street. There, your legitimacy shall be appraised by none other than myself, William Lakelord III, the leader of our prestigious organization. Come one, come all, valiant piscators of Crossbell. Okay, and with that I say until next time, I'm Ace and don't get lost.